A red flag warning in effect right now. We've already seen grass fires pop up in the past few days, but now their danger is even higher.
ABC 10's weather team is covering the fire danger tonight. Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods is tracking the possible record-breaking heat.
But we start tonight with Carly Gomez live in Sacramento, where fires continue to break out even without those strong winds. Carly.
That's right. I spoke with Sacramento Fire Department today. They said the amount of calls they've been receiving here have been anywhere from 5 to 10 calls a day over the last few weeks. And just take a look around me. You can see we're now at the spot of a vegetation fire about an acre big. This land here is where the homeowner says she didn't want to go on camera, but wanted to let us know that this is a pretty big fire that was found by FedEx. A FedEx man came by her door and let her know your field is on fire. And just behind us is where her home stands. She says all she could do in that moment is bring out her hose and try to defend what she could of her home at that moment. And just a few hours ago, that's where this took place. Now, it's a problem firefighters have been dealing with more recently as grass fires and vegetation loses moisture. As the summer months approach, Sacramento Fire Captain Keith Wade says firefighters will be pulled in different directions to handle big forest fires, local grass fires, rescues, EMS incidents, and more. They say they anticipate 115,000 calls for service this year.
How do we keep our department fully staffed and fully capable and ready to respond to emergencies during these summer months when some members are off on vacation and others are deploying to large-scale incidents? So our staffing is the challenge as we move through the next several months.
Captain Wade says they aren't seeing the big numbers of people lining up to be firefighters anymore, which is a concern. The Sacramento Fire Department office has started a TikTok page in hopes of reaching younger generations to get involved in public service. And as climate change continues to shorten our rainy season and lengthen the fire season, more help will be needed to keep our community safe. And of course, anything we can do ourselves to help out is, of course, a huge help to firefighters. They say make sure on days like this where it's this windy, we're not mowing our lawns and starting fires by hitting a rock, or we're not barbecuing next to some of those fences that could be made of wood. Of course, situational awareness is key. And I know Monica Woods, meteorologist there in studio, you are tracking all of those strong winds happening right now as well as this heat.
That's right, Carly. We see the elements right there in front of us with your hair blowing around. Those winds are starting to pick up and the grass very, very dry as well. That's why we have this critical fire weather in place for tomorrow through Friday. Red flag warning will be in effect. Rapid fire spread possible, along with the wind advisory now in effect in the same areas as you can see here and extending through the Sierra. However, we see that fuel just a little bit more on the moist side, considering that last week at this time we were tracking areas of snow, so things are a little bit better up in the high country. But locally for the valley, what we'll find is a very warm evening. Here's a look at those winds, still at 10 to 15 miles per hour, keeping that warmer air close to the surface. We're going to start off with morning lows in the mid to upper 60s. Some of us not even breaking 70 degrees tonight for cooling conditions. Currently, those winds out of the northwest at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. This is just a taste of what's to come, and it's also bringing up the heat. These are dry and warming winds. Temperatures up 5 to 10 degrees, just setting the stage for what we're about to see. Take a look at the numbers. We are closing in on our first 100-degree day of the year. Again, all of this taking shape as we're getting ready for that higher fire danger. You can see typically we don't see those 100s until June. Last year we hit it at late May, but this year it looks like under that ridge of high pressure, we're going to come very close for today. And as that low moves into the Great Basin, tracking dangerously dry winds for tomorrow and Friday.